Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? Welcome back to another stream on the channel. Once again, just like yesterday, we have got a lot of things to go through tonight. Firstly, it looks like James Maddison will be announced as a Tottenham Hotspur player tonight. The Conor Coady deal is completed, as well as the Harry Winks deal looks to be completed as well, with Conor Coady's medical tomorrow and Harry Winks' medical and contract, etc. in the next couple of days. But yeah, once again, a very busy day. Some new rumours who have just come out of nowhere as well, or ish, such as Joel Piroe. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but anyway, the Swansea striker, who we are going to discuss as well as Tom Cairney as well. So yeah, Leicester are absolutely cooking right now, and everything is going in the right direction. So players are good, players are coming in, and this is exactly what we wanted. And finally, Leicester are doing some business early doors. So yeah, get into the chat. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to discuss Conor Coady in detail. We're going to discuss Harry Winks. We're going to touch on the James Maddison deal because that is set to be confirmed officially by Tottenham tonight. So maybe that will get announced on stream as well. So we'll have to wait and see upon that one. But yeah, the Coady deal's done, as well as Harry Winks as well. So we are awaiting then to be confirmed. I think Coady will get announced before Winks, but Leicester and Wolves have agreed a fee, and Leicester and Tottenham have agreed a fee as well, which is fantastic news. So yeah, let's get into the chat. First boy in the chat, we'd love to see it. Tete resigned. Of course he did, yeah. We've got Connor Coady. I said that. I said the song in the wrong tune. But anyway, yeah. Imagine Coady and Suter. I won't talk about it too long because last night we all talked about how good of a signing Coady is, and obviously the fee, which we are going to get into, is around 7.5 million plus add-ons, which isn't too bad. You would have maybe could have got a bit less, but realistically, what 2 million, 3 million less? It's not too much for Maddison. It's obviously going for 40 million, which we are going to start off by discussing tonight. So Fabrizio Romano posted this literally a couple of minutes ago. So this is the latest on the Leicester transfers live. So yeah. That's what Fabrizio has just came out and said earlier on in the last couple of minutes. As I said, so James Maddison has signed the contract as a new Tottenham player. Medical has done it this morning. Here we go, confirmed. Just awaiting the club statement to announce the 40 million deal. Now, that 40 million deal apparently does have some add-ons, but I don't know. I want to see what you guys think. 40 million for James Maddison. Do you think we could have got a bit more? Let me know in the chat. Or are you just happy that the deal is done? He's gone, and Leicester can reinvest that 40 million. Because for me, I'm kind of a bit of both. I would expect us to maybe get a touch more, but then again, I did say last night, if it's about 45 million, just accept 40 or something. It's only 5 million. So it's one of them ones, but I think most importantly, we've got Maddison out the door. And as Fabrizio has just said, he said, here we go. So it's done, obviously. And we are awaiting the news tonight. So we're lucky to the Newcastle fans, but apparently Maddison signed in January. I've got a little bookmark tweets, which I might put up tonight, actually. But yeah, obviously we won't talk about Maddison too long because it's a player leaving. Who really cares? James Maddison. But yeah, obviously Maddison did wonders for us. Why am I still there? There we go. But yeah, in my opinion, he was always going to go. So I think it's just good to get him gone early doors, and we can obviously reinvest that 40 million, which we are doing already. So yeah, but let's get back into the chat. Hello, Randy, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Harry Winks. We're cooking with it. Leicester going full English this season. Yeah, we are going to talk about him later. And I won't say begging, but hoping. But yeah, I think Joel Piroe, I don't know, I assume that's how you say his name. He looks to be a very good striker. He scored loads of goals last year for Swansea. And for me, that is exactly what you need. Championship experience, and I believe he could absolutely cook under Enzo. But, if Leicester are interested in him, personally, I think that means one of Daka, Iheanacho, or Vardy is going to be leaving. And them three have all been linked. And Vardy's actually been linked to Turkey, I think, today as well, which we are going to discuss. Yeah, 100%. Obviously, he didn't end it in the best of ways. But then again, if you look at the bigger picture, Maddison's been our best player for this season, pretty much, for last season. 2 deals, I know. It just came out of absolutely nowhere. So my thoughts behind it is that Leicester have gone back into training and work on Monday, and everything's just happened in the last couple of days. Do you think Barnes will stay? I don't know. I think obviously he's got more chance than Maddison, obviously. But it really depends on who comes in for who. Like West Ham are obviously getting a load of money for Declan Rice, so they could obviously reinvest that on Harvey Barnes. So that is a possibility. You've got the likes of Aston Villa who are interested as well. Arsenal were interested at one point, but I don't think will go there now that they're obviously signed Havertz and Rice now. Enzo isn't. Yeah, he isn't Messi. He means this, and this is exactly what we need. If this was last year, still we did flipping dilly dabbering around, or let's get the keep their RAR. We got no money. You know what I mean? It's good to get stuff done. Yeah, that's true. But we've got Enzo. It's all good. The doctors are all going. We're getting fresh people in. Barnes is staying. Interesting. How old is Winks? He's 27, which surprised me a bit. Cause I thought he would have been about 23, 24. But then again, he has been at Tottenham for quite a while. So he just hasn't really progressed there. So maybe this move is right for him. He's still got a bit of time left in his career. So, you know, the Winks deal, which we are going to discuss later, for 10 million, in my opinion, is a pretty decent deal. Then again, if you look at Maddison being 40 million, I know he's got 1 year left on his contract, but, you know, Winks 10 million, Coady 7.5 million, Maddison 40 million. If you look at it like that, it's a bit, but if you put it into context, Maddison's got 1 year left on his contract. I think the deals for Coady and Winks are pretty solid, really, especially in the market. And obviously, Leicester do have some money to splash around, especially with Maddison departing as well. It looks like Isania is off to Juventus as well for around 15 million. That could be reduced to 10. That has just come in as well. We put 55 million price tag on Barnes. Yeah, I think with Maddison going for 40 million or whatever it is with add-ons, I don't know what them add-ons are. It could be Tottenham win a trophy, so we're never going to get the money for that. But I think with Barnes, with his contract situation, he is probably Leicester's most valuable asset. A left winger as well, which are more hard to come by than, let's say, a James Maddison in a 10, where especially in England we're flooded with players in that position. So. Yeah, I think Barnes should go more for Maddison if he does go. But then again, does Barnes go? We don't know. Winks are 20. Yeah, he is. I don't think we'll get here we go for a random Thailand guy. But yeah, I'm surprised Leicester haven't announced it officially yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's probably going to be the case. But I'll just have a quick refresh of Twitter because we are awaiting the official announcement from Tottenham tonight. So we'll just have a quick look if anything's come up. Doesn't look like it. Kai Havertz is officially a Arsenal player, which is interesting stuff. But yeah, we are going to move on to the confirmed bits then from Connor Coady. We've gone through Maddison enough. So yeah, obviously the Connor Coady, we discussed him last night. Leicester obviously went with another offer today, and that's been accepted by Wolves. So here we go. Not here we go yet from Fabrizio, but it's pretty much done. Let's be honest, Fabrizio is obviously very, very reliable. Let's move myself down here. So yeah, Conor Coady will undergo medical test tomorrow as new Leicester City player. It's a done deal with Wolves. Fee will be 7.5 million with plus 1 million add-ons. Then 1 million. That 1 million will be paid if Leicester get promoted first time around. So you would hope that it's going to be 8.5 million, which for me isn't bad. I think Everton had the option to obviously have Coady on a permanent after his loan for 4.5 million. Wolves have done quite well there to push it up, but I think it's still quite a decent fee. Really, he's a good player, and I think at Championship level he'll be one, if not the best centre back in the league. So, in my opinion, once again, it's very much worth it. 7.5 million is quite a lot in the Championship, but obviously Leicester are by far the club with the most amount of budget in the league. So I think for us, it's not too bad. And as we discussed last night, it's a very, very good signing in my opinion. Just exactly what we need. It's all good having these young, talented players who, you know, could work but then could not. But I think Coady is just very reliable, and obviously we kind of said the same. I guess to be fair, when Vestergaard signed, I think we did kind of all say, yeah, I think he'll come in and be quite solid. His experience, it didn't work out, but I think Coady is just very secure. Obviously, he played at Wolves when they got promoted as well a couple of years ago as well. So, in my opinion, perfect deal for Conor Coady. So, yeah, we are going to wait announcement on Coady My guess would probably be Friday or Saturday for Coady. Maybe tomorrow if the medical's in the morning and Leicester and the Leicester social media team want to crack on with an edit quite quickly. So yeah, it's beautiful stuff, mate. HMS, it's the league. Enzo's at the wheel, boys and girls. Yeah, let's get back into the chat. 6-0 against Clough, standard stuff. Coady hat-trick. Coady having a medical tomorrow. Yeah, that's probably what. That'll happen. Don't get me stuck on this flipping Giles guy, right? The Giles guy's the Middlesbrough guy. If he weren't in it last night, I called him Brian Hill for some reason. But yeah, let's move on from that one. See, I'm just gonna close down a few tabs because I got loads open with all the news. We're just gonna quickly go on to Harry Winks, and then we are gonna go into some of the news stuff today, such as Joel Piroe, which is probably the most exciting rumour we've had, in my opinion. Something a bit different. So yeah, here's the latest then on Harry Winks. So yeah, if it loads, there we go. Leicester City are completing paperwork to buy Harry Winks on a permanent deal from Tottenham. 4-year contract to be signed, which is very nice. And that is from a tier 1 source in this geezer. So according to Sky Sports, the fee is 10 million for Harry Winks, as we have said, which is, in my opinion, pretty solid as well on a 4-year contract. 27 years old. So yeah. Lovely stuff. Big up Harry Winks. What a man. Personally, I think he'll come in and storm it. You know, I really do. I really think he'll cook under Enzo. I think the system just suits him perfectly. When he does sign, we'll go a bit more in depth on his tactics and whatnot. But I think for 10 million, it's a decent deal. I really do. Then again, you know, you could say Maddison's 40, just as I said, but you know, contacts plays a part. So. Harold Winks, welcome to Leicester. Fingers crossed anyway, but well, it's pretty much done. So yeah, let's jump back into the chat. Feel free to let me know your thoughts on the Winks and Coady deals, the transfer fees. Do you think we could have got a bit less? 8.5 million for Coady, 7.5. But yeah, if Leicester get promoted, it will be 8.5. He was offered for Everton for 4 million, but obviously that would have been in the contract proposal last year. Obviously, it was a loan with an option to buy, and luckily for us, Everton. I don't know why Everton didn't really accept it because I thought he was quite good for them. But hey, maybe Coady just wants Enzo. Forget Sean Dyche. Enzo's a man. The better. Sean Dyche. I don't know. Sean Dyche bold. I don't know. I was going to say the better boldy, but John Suter signing. Come on. Evening Grey, mate. Maddison sorted and like Tillermans. Yeah, and I think it's good to see that Leicester are slowly learning from our mistakes because, you know, we could have easily got 40 million for Tillermans, but at least we have got the Maddison deal sorted now, and hopefully he can enjoy his European football at Tottenham. But to be fair, all the best for Maddison. Obviously, personally, I'm one of his biggest fans. I've backed him to get into the England squad for many years, so. And now he just dictates as soon as he gets in. So yeah, he's 23 years old and he scored 20 goals more than Haaland. Absolutely clear then. Winks, yeah. Yeah, you can if you want. You can screen record if that counts. But I speak factos. Leicester will win the league by a decent amount. That's all I'm going to say. Enzo Maresca's blue one army. I don't know. There needs to be something incorporated into Madri because I think so. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter, but someone's made a quite good edit. I know Madri's Spanish, but the suit Enzo was works perfectly. KDH Paul, I think KDH is going to stay. I really do, and we are going to take a look at a potential lineup for next season. Which, you know what, we are going to do it right now. We are going to get onto Joel Piroe, but let's have a quick look at how Leicester could line up because I saw this tweet earlier. And it was cooking. Obviously, we are linked with Zach Stefford as well, which we discussed yesterday. So I think with the signing of Coady, there could be a suggestion that Leicester play with a back three next season, which could be interesting. From here, they've gone with Coady, Suter, Wu. Full English midfield. You've got JJ, Kiernan, Harry Winks, Tom Cairney, who we are linked with. Luke Thomas, I don't agree with that. I'll probably play Christensen, but they've gone with Vardy and Piroe at the top, and that would be spicy. And, you know, if we can keep hold of Daka and maybe sell Iheanacho for a decent amount, I really think we can invest in the squad and make a squad which can be, fighting on all fronts. Obviously, we've got players to let go, such as Dennis Pratt, who could free up some money for the likes of Tom Cairney if we go for him. But yeah, I think at this level there is more options to sign, and obviously with Leicester being a big club in the Championship, Leicester do have a big pull compared to other clubs. Ken, I don't know. I saw someone in the comments say he is, so we'll just assume it. UK in it, but this team would be saucy. Proper Brexit. Yeah, you got Yankee goal. It's beautiful. But yeah, I just think I don't think Leicester are going to be linked with a new player every single day until deadline day. But if this trend continues, we get linked with some guy tomorrow. It could be good, but I just think we need to keep investing midfielder wise. If we get Coady sorted, maybe 2 more defensive players, and I think we'll be looking very nice for the up and coming season. But obviously, when these players are confirmed and we get a few more, and we can start to really picture what the lineup is, and we'll get a bit more of an indication from the preseason games and what type of formation Enzo decides to implement. So yeah, I'd say I don't know about this champ. I don't know. It's West Ham's, isn't it? It's fair. So I think we need to make something a bit different. Don't know what though. But it'll be decent. Coady skipper, yeah. I don't. And that's another good question. I think with the signing of Coady, for me, that means that Johnny Evans is gone, which I'm not too disappointed about really, because the guy can't last a game without getting injured. So yeah, would you guys think Coady comes in as captain? Because look, if you look at the team which I just put on the screen, there's not too many leaders in there. Vardy obviously, but I don't know if Vardy does want to be captain, because surely when obviously Schmeichel left, you would probably give it to Vardy, and he probably said no. But obviously if Piroe comes, it won't be him. Thomas, no. Ken, Winks, no. Dewsbury, maybe. Justin, probably not. Sousa, he probably would be Coady. So yeah, to be fair, I think Coady, a key part of him as a package is his leadership qualities, and if you give him skipper, I think he can just excel on that. But even if Coady isn't the captain, he can be the captain. What happened to Castagna? Yeah, you know what? Let me have a quick look. So I did see something earlier about Castagna to Juve. This one is dragging along very quickly. Luke Thomas kept a clean sheet today for the England squad. Jesus Christ. Surprised he played. But yeah, on the Castagna deal, I believe Juventus is still trying to get him. It's just a case of they're trying to bring down the price. So yeah, this is from Sky Sports a minute ago. So yeah, Allegri wants Castagna, and Juventus are pushing to lower the asking price of 15 million euros. So yeah, I still probably, I don't know, 50. I would take 50 million. I think 50 million is quite reasonable. But still, he's got 1 year left on his contract. I did see that Brighton were interested in him as well, due to his versatility. But I think 50 million, yeah, it's Juventus, man. Just allow it. You know what I mean? Is the Juventus really trying to lower it that much? I think that's a pretty solid price. So, but yeah, by the looks of it, this one could drag on for a while. But it does look like Castagna has agreed personal terms and is happy to go there. So I think it's just a case of Leicester and Juventus. I didn't think I would be saying that in the Championship, but it's just a case of Leicester and Juve just agreeing a fee. But yeah, just pay Juve. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Some people saying, "Oh, Leicester are going to buy the league." We have loads of money. We just saw Maddison for 40 mil, sell Castagna for 15, 55 mil there. We can easily afford the likes of Coady, Winks, and a few more on top of that. So as long as Leicester sign the right players and don't overspend, we could easily be net spend profit this summer as well, which should obviously help us in the long term as well. Just keep reinvesting into the club. So yeah, if Leicester can manage the finances right, we are looking very decent. I'm not too bad, mate. Welcome to the stream. Where are we gone? Let me try. So Barnes I completely forgot about Wilfred, did he? He's another one who should be going. Not Zane Fleming again. Castagna, I don't know what's happening with that. Yeah, it's just going to be a long one. Marco Brighton, I don't think should be in the squad, but he probably will be. Chowdhury, yeah, that's obviously another option in midfield. Obviously, on that one, it was Tom Cairney, but it could quite easily be Chowdhury in a more defensive role. But then again, if you play Chowdhury and then, let's say, Winks and Peru are quite similar in terms of eights. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, Cairney's slightly more leaning towards that 10 role, trying to replace Maddison. But obviously, there has been links to the likes of Ilias Chair as well. So apparently Leicester have got a replacement lined up for Maddison as well. So we will have to see who that may be. It could be Tom Cairney, but I kind of think it may be someone a bit different. Enzo wants called, yeah, exactly that. And we got the Man City factor as well in there as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of options. Swansea Geezer sounds good. He does, doesn't he? Ain't nobody like Hamza Chowdhury. Skinhead Hamza. Imagine that. I reckon he should do it, actually. Buzzcut Hamza. I think it would look quite. Imagine seeing Hamza with like a buzzcut or skinhead. That'd be mad, wouldn't it? Let's get back into. Let's just have a quick refresh of Twitter, because, like I said, we are waiting the Maddison official announcement, which is going to hurt when I see it. But there you go. Is there anything? Don't believe so. The James Maddison deals happened very quickly, hasn't it? So yeah, apparently it might be 10 o'clock tonight, which is a bit late for a transfer. But yeah, let's jump back into the latest news. We are going to go and discuss Joel Piroe right now. This came out from John Percy, so obviously very reliable. So LCFC rebuild for the Championship season is well underway, along with Harry Winks, Conor Coady and Zach Steffen. Leicester have strong interest in Swansea for Joel Piroe. 20 goals and 2 assists last season in the Championship. Beautiful stuff. And there was a further report that Leicester have made an offer for Joel Piroe. I don't know how much, but apparently, according to reliable sources, Leicester have put a first offer in to Swansea City for the striker. So depending on how much that is, I think Swansea will make it difficult for Leicester. But if Leicester can get a decent price, I think the deal could probably happen, because I believe Joel Piroe will want to come to Leicester. But obviously, he's probably Swansea's most valuable asset, I think. So this one may be a bit more difficult to get done. But then again, you never know. Enzo and Leicester's pool is absolutely unmatched. So we are going to have a look at some stats, which makes me even more happy that we could potentially get this one done, because this guy's stats are pretty mental, especially for Swansea side, who were pretty poor last year. So yeah, 43 appearances, 19 goals, which is fantastic, 2 assists, 34 chances created, 62 shots on target, 59% shot accuracy. So back-to-back high-scoring seasons in the Championship, scored 22 last year as well. So this guy consistently scores goals. And for a team like Swansea, who are pretty much mid-table, they're not really fighting for playoffs in the last couple of years as well. If you put him in a Leicester side who's going to probably create more chances, this guy could probably score quite a lot of goals. His shot accuracy is pretty decent. Creative-wise, he's not creating too much, but then again, if he can score, he can score, and that's what we need really. So, for me, I would be I think this would probably be our best signing so far out of Coady and Winks, just because he's a proven goal scorer in the Championship, and I like how Leicester are doing things this window. We are getting players who are proven, and obviously we sign players who are proven. Bertrand Vestergaard, who are always going to go back to discuss for examples, but surely Winks, Coady, Al, or this guy will not all flops. But this one, for me, is a long way away yet, but Leicester are definitely interested, and we have submitted a first offer. So, could get accepted tomorrow, and it could happen, but yeah, we never know. The main man, Joel Piroe. So yeah, let's get out. And hay fever's making my nose a bit poor right now. So let's hope I can survive for the rest of the stream. Is Cairney? I don't know. I really don't. He doesn't really play. Of course, he came on against us, scored 2 in about 10 minutes. But I believe he is an advanced 8, if you want to call it that. Let me just wipe my nose quickly. Hay fever, man. He can do one. Back through next season, what formation would I have? Ooh, I don't know. The only thing with playing a back 3, it does take away that the clear thing lying over Leicester for the past couple of years, the lack of wingers, and playing with a back 5/3 It very much goes away from that issue. We can play wing back, so I can understand the reasons why, but personally, I would probably go with a 4-3-3 just to be simple. But yeah, for me, it's down to Enzo. I'll let Enzo decide, because so far he's ticking all the boxes with his transfers business. I've already gone through that. Is Coady a replacement Evans? I believe so. It's Harry Winks' replacement for Yuri? Probably so. I thought Enzo wanted to play 4-3-3. Yeah, it depends. The only thing which makes me think he could play a back five is obviously the signing of Coady, which for when Coady played best of all, he was playing in a back 5/3 under Nuno. And just as I mentioned, Leicester do not. The only winger we currently have right now at the club, apart from Barnes, is Albrighton. I think. Is that right? I don't know. I think we've got a few youngsters, obviously, who can play that role. But realistically, as we know, Leicester are not stacked in a winger position at all. Which don't replace Morris, which is never going to happen now. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I think two strikers could work well. And if you want to play a back three and playing two up front, it could probably keep Vardy a bit more involved, and you could probably get the best out of Vardy with someone alongside him, just to not make him as isolated. And obviously, if you look back to when Leicester won the FA Cup, the connection between Vardy and Iheanacho between that period, between March to May that season was pretty crazy. So we could do that again. I'll definitely be down for it. And if you look at Joel Piroe, he's I think he doesn't look like the fastest of strikers, and yeah, I need to have a look at Piroe just to see a bit more about him later on today. But yeah, I believe the connection, but I think them two could complement each other quite nicely. And this is the thing: Leicester have so many options apart from wingers. But if we can sign, oh my god, the flipping nose! If we can sign a few wingers, let's say 2 or 3, it just gives us so much flexibility and can make Leicester unknown identity in some games. Like one week we could play a back 3 or 5. Next week we could switch it up to a back 4, which is obviously difficult to do. But if training is done correctly, it can be done. So hopefully we can have the options available to do something like that. But then again, we could just stick to a set side and a settled formation, which could work as well. So let me get back into the chat. Enzo wants to exactly that. He's going to pull Messi tomorrow. I really want. I don't know who that is, to be fair, but yeah. Kid that went to my school a few years ago, and he below me just trying to pro for Burnley. Fair play. Got released by loads of people get released by the Leicester Academy, who usually work out to be quite good. So you never know. Your guy from school could be the next. I think Ivan Toney used to play for us, didn't he? Or was it Che Adams? I don't know. It's one of them two. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to have a quick refresh of Twitter. We've pretty much covered most things tonight. Let's just see if anything else is coming out, because you never know Leicester Twitter right now. Tottenham have released a video. Oh, no, it's got darts in it. This is horrible. Right. I don't know if I can show you, but go on Twitter and go on to the Tottenham page, and it's got a little teaser of darts. Killing me. So yeah, Tottenham have pretty much confirmed it. There we go. Pretty good announcement, I would say. But there we go. It's going to kill me seeing James Maddison in that Tottenham shirt, but it is what it is. Midson. Never rate Maddison anyway. Dusty baller. Man City young winger. Yeah, 100%. There are so many options for Leicester to go. And, this time tomorrow night, we could be discussing a whole random different winger from somewhere else. I think it was both, weren't it? Che Adams and Toney, weren't it? But yeah, boys and girls, if you've got any final thoughts, feel free to let me know in the comments. We are going to wrap the stream up soon. I'm absolutely knackered. Been at work all day, then done this. But yeah, flipping out. All the transfer news has to happen at once, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm not complaining. But yeah, just before we head off, boys and girls, if you haven't dropped a like on the stream already, make sure to do so. 17 of you guys in there. Let's go for at least 15 likes right now. So yeah, let's get them likes up. Does help out massively. Just like I said, I'm going to try and keep streaming as consistently as possible. I've got a new series coming out this weekend, where I'm actually going to upload an actual video. So yeah, every Saturday or Sunday throughout the transfer window, there's going to be a video. I won't tell you what, but you can find out on the weekend. So yeah, I just think these lives work better just to go through all of the transfer news from the day. I don't really have the time to sit down, record a video, and then edit it, and then try and get it up the same day. Trying to cover everything as well, because it's impossible, because most of the news comes about 12 o'clock, 2-ish, and that doesn't leave me too much time to edit and stuff. But there we go, the fun life of transfer stuff. But yeah, I'll probably see you boys tomorrow night. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. Rush shirts are good. The R&D. There's a discount in the JD in Leicester, I think. So if you want to go and cop any, go there. There's a few for like 15 quid or something. But yeah, they are quite nice actually. And obviously right now we don't have a current home kit, so we are still awaiting the announcement on that. Bring back walkers though. Come on, the boys. But yeah, boys and girls, that is where we're going to wrap up the stream tonight. We have covered everything. Just to wrap it up then, Conor Coady's done. Harry Winks is done. James Maddison will be getting announced. It could even be announced right now, actually. But yeah, James Maddison, officially a Tottenham Hotspur player. That is done. Of course, some big links today, including Joel Piroe, who apparently Leicester have put in a first offer for. So we are awaiting the reply for Swansea from that, which will probably come tomorrow. Coady will get announced within the next couple of days, hopefully before the weekend, and then Harry Winks. And yeah, we're just awaiting the next guy to come along, and we'll probably get another rumour tomorrow at midday from probably John Percy or someone. But yeah, the transfers keep coming in, boys and girls. Thank you for coming in tonight. It's massively appreciated. Just before you head off, make sure to go and drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let Enzo cook, boys. Let Enzo cook. And, you know, Enzo gets what Enzo wants. And Leicester are going to win the league, up the boys. And I'll see you boys tomorrow. In a bit, lads. Stay safe. Up the boys.